All right, guys, so now that we're here, my wife's in town, we got everything squared away. Brad and Victoria got their stuff. I'm gonna try to do this double hoop house today, so let's see if we can get this knocked out. All right, so here's our game plan, is to try to grow into November as far as we can so we can get these cabbage to keep growing, because they're coming along pretty good. So I think with just a little more warmer temperatures, we are right now dipping down into the high 20s, like 28 degrees has been the lows. And we've been getting up as warm as the low 40s. So we'll see what happens. We're supposed to have snow in 4 days, so wish us luck. All right, so the first thing we're going to have to do is give this a little more support. We've got a 2x4 that's in both corners, but there's nothing here in the middle. And we're going to have a hinge on both corners and in the middle. So I need to put two pieces in the middle to give it a little more support, so when it lays down, it's not kind of just wibbling wobbling on this 1.5 inch piece of wood here. So let's get that done, and then we'll go over, do the same thing to the other side. And we'll mark the middle. Well, I have the middle marked right here. So yeah, let's get these things screwed in, and we're kind of engineering this as we go, so bear with me. That's 5 foot. So let's see what this says. 4 foot, so we'll put this at 2. Little bowed there. We'll get her done. All right, so there's our piece to stabilize it. Get that thing centered up as well as I can. There's a little piece that sticks out just a little bit, but it'll be okay. What's White Wings doing? I heard something flapping. I turned around and she flew up and got on the gate. She's trying to escape. The netting's not only to keep the chickens safe from predators, it's to keep them inside. She definitely wanted to make a break for it. I went inside and got my little chisel set. I think the best way to do this is 51 1/4. I think the best way to do this is to notch these two, cut it full, notch that one, sandwich it on top of each other, and call it good, because I don't think just screwing it in here is going to give it very much stability. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to cause me to use an extra piece of 2x4, but I think in the end we'll be happier with it. I should also say I ordered a bigger chisel, like a more professional chisel, and I'm going to order a couple more. And I ordered some timber framing books, because I'd like to do some timber framing with some of the wood that we've been cutting down. Oh dear Lord, Raven got in my compost and picked up an apple. That's for the compost bin. Yeah, so anyways, I think we're going to try doing the woodshed, do a timber frame woodshed, and then we're going to do a little barn in the back. And I'd like to do that with using timber frame too. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, so that's just an update for next year's stuff. Anyways, let's get this stuff notched out and then try to get this wrapped up. All right, I had to do a wardrobe change. I had to get my glasses. It's a little too warm for the beanie. I think we're sitting at 34 right now, but I was sweating because I was working. But my ears were a little chilly, so I've got my hearing protection on, listening to some tunes while we're doing it. All right, I got everything marked up, so let's start cutting this stuff. All right, so we got all of our stuff done up here. We're gonna hook them together, put a screw in them, and then move on to some hinges. Oops. I thought I had more end caps to finish this project. I didn't. Craig and Millie, our neighbors, they went to town and were nice enough to pick some end caps up for me. Brought them back, so we're going to finish this up today. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. 28 degrees here, and the sun's pretty low in the sky. That's just winter time telling you that it's going to get darker and darker every day. Oh goodness. So let's get this party started, finish this up. I decided to do it earlier in the day. That way hopefully I can get it done. The sun can rewarm everything up and these cabbage won't suffer for it. So let's try to get this thing done as fast as possible. All right, so this is, let me see what my battery is. My battery says it's good. It wouldn't turn on. Cold weather seems to affect batteries out here. So this is my first time attempting this, so it's kind of a trial by error type deal. But what I'm thinking is I'll drill down with a hole that's almost the same, just a little bit wider than the end cap here, and then that way it'll give it something to rest in instead of being able to tweak back and forth a little bit. I don't really like my tools falling in the sand, but c'est la vie. There we go, like that. That way it's not being able to be bent by the elasticity of the PVC pipe. So I'm going to put one here and I'm going to put one here. This would be the outer, this would be the inner. I guess I could do them both here. I don't know, we'll give it a shot, see what's up. Maybe we'll do one here too. See how we like it. Yeah, let's do that. So I want to also put some fasteners in besides the two screws that are holding them together, because if you remember, we notched these and I don't want to just have just a little bit of wood and the screw holding it together. So I want to put maybe one in each corner opposite of the two end caps that we got here. We'll see if this works. Alright, I got the one end cap that we originally did. I'm going to drill a hole through this new end cap that I got here. There we go. I gotta get my drill. That seems to fit in there pretty good. Alright, that looks good. Now we'll go to the middle. Alright, you can see the two holes that I drilled. I offset them a little bit. I don't know if you need to or not, but we're gonna, this is our trial and error for this for next year. So this will tell us if we're doing good or not. But I like that. What I think this is a, alright, so the drill bit that I got was 1 1/8 inch, and it's just barely a little bit bigger than these end caps that I bought. There you go, that's pretty good. I like that. We'll get the rest of this done on this side and the other side, and then we'll resume and start putting the poles in. All right, so normally we've got 5 of these PVC braces on here, but we're going with 3. I want to see if that works. I'm just going to get a quick crude measurement here. That's going to be 3 on the inside hoop and 3 on the outside hoop. So I don't want to use 10. All right, that was pretty good for the inside hoop. I've got some scissors out here. I'll cut this. This is meant for our old stuff, so I'll cut it to fit, and then we can keep on trucking. All right, I got one end screen on there. Then we're gonna kind of just test fit this guy. Come down the hole. Looks about right. Alright, so I just did a test cut on one. Then we're going to line the 2 back ends up together. And then cut the front. And here's something that I always do is I always use the same piece I've always cut, because if you keep using the one that you just cut, it seems like your cuts get a little more off the further down, you know, the more you cut. So cut your original and then keep your original for your for the rest of your cut. That's pretty much when you're just guesstimating stuff like this. There we go. All right, so that's that. We'll cut the end off. There's one thing else I should mention, and that is, depending on what length screws you have, you may have to raise this up, block it. I raised up the front, blocked it, so I didn't have to, I wouldn't have to like pull it up. But the backs, and since it's on a hinge, nothing you can do about that. So I'm just gonna get my Sawzall and go underneath it and cut all the ends of the screws out. And that should take care of that, so you can lift it up and put it down whenever you need to. All right, so I like to have my end caps on underneath the top, so I'm gonna put this guy on and then we'll button it down and then we'll open it up and see how well it works. There's my blocking. So anyways, that's it. They are already looking kind of droopy, so hopefully this will warm them up. We'll close it up, but these PVC pipes will let this rest all the way on its back, so the PVC will support everything. So if you want to water, you can just open it up like that, or you can just make a little system where you've got like something that you can fold out and prop down like an old car engine, you know, when you pop the hood. You could do something like that as well. But yeah, let's close it up so these guys don't get too cold and they'll keep growing. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. So I thank you guys for watching. If you like what we're doing out here, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next week. You want to say goodbye, Gunner? Gunner, do you want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? Well, here, come say goodbye. What is it? Well, there you go. Good boy. Gunner said bye.